Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's a fresh start throughout the league here in Week 1 as these two teams have high hopes for the season ahead. It's the Bills going up against the Ravens. With that, time to get up to Baltimore, Maryland, as I'm pleased to introduce our new broadcast team for 2016. Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, the opener of the 2016 NFL season between the Buffalo Bills and the Baltimore Ravens. Now Jones. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So the D-line's going to spread out. They come out here in the I. Now here's the second-year man, David Johnson. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 12. And it'll give the Ravens a first down.
It should go without saying that anytime you run the football well and gain a nice chunk of yardage, that means the offensive line did their job and did it really well. But let's give them a little more credit than that.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
On second down, Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
As I watch that play unfold, stereotypes were being broken left and right. As a corner, you're often back there guarding against the pass. But how about that diagnosis and read and getting into the backfield and making a nice play and a tackle? Extra DB on the field for the Bills here on 3rd down.
Yeah, maybe thinking pass. 3rd and long for Joe Flacco. And he connects with Ebron. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great.
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. David Johnson, 50 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so a first chance here in Week 1 to see the ball be brought out with the new rule to the 25-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. And got his man complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays.
This is caught inside the 15. A big gain there for the Bills. 30 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. he has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They run it again with Martin. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On the ground, the first carry for Ryan Matthews. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. For the end zone, he lost the football. It's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. Here is Martin on 3rd and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Brandon, it's a situation like this where a head coach writes himself a note before the game. Remember, it's a long game. You don't have to chase points early. But on the other hand, it's a huge disappointment if you only come away with 3 after a big drive. Let's see what he decides to do.
So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Here comes the Raven offense now ready for another possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're...
That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. These coaches told us they wanted to take the top off this defense. They wanted to be able to stretch them downfield. They showed it pretty well there.
And they knew that if they were able to do that, it would open up everything else. But how did they truly get it done? Practice in the previous week, making sure they had a plan.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Whitney Merciless in there to drop him with his first sack of 2016. Flacco here on 2nd down. And a hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. 3rd down here. And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they asked their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. It's caught left side by Cooks. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And McManus able to put it through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So they were able to move the ball into the red zone, but they'll wind up coming away with just 3.
Yeah, 32-yarder. That's equal to an extra point nowadays, and those are no problem for an NFL kicker.
And here come the Bills. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's Martin as they begin on the ground. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The starters now defensively for Baltimore.
D'Angelo Hall's gone to the Pro Bowl multiple times as a cornerback. Now he might be making the Charles Woodson move, swinging back to safety.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Here's Stafford. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. On first down, it's Stafford. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran corner, D'Angelo Hall. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Ramik Wilson in there to drop him. And it'll be a loss of about 8.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start. Really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. Here's Flacco. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver, 71 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now here come the Ravens. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
I'm ready now for 2nd and 9. They go to Johnson again. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Brad, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
So now a 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary, a nickel look. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
This is brought in at the 21. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Might have been one man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's huge. They go play action here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on 1st down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on 1st down.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to 3rd down.
For me, that was an example of why offensive linemen might want rearview mirrors at times, because you have your assignments to block, but if you can see what's going on in the backfield and maybe the guy carrying the ball is headed in another direction, it might change what you do up front. But if they can't see that and he's not in sync with what they're doing up front, well, this is when you end up with plays like this. A bad one for the offense, a really good one for the defense.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
Well, the offense got the ball in a good spot, but they went nowhere. They settled for 3.
Brandon, I think it's safe to say that was a major disappointment. Had a great opportunity, excellent field position, and did not be able to move the ball at all. Big-time letdown.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Here's Flacco. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. The Bills getting set to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, you're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe. I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, there's rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Forced out to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Stafford on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw in that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
Not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though this offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
2nd down following the run, and they're going to go soft on the corners. On 2nd down, Flacco to throw. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. They'll come out in the pistol. Again, it's Johnson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
One of the beauties of a 3-4 defense is that you have flexibility with your linebackers, and you can put them in different spots. But one of the downsides is an offensive team that's committed to running the football, you can get your big offensive linemen up on linebackers quicker, and that usually gives you an advantage in running it. The Bills bring out a couple of extra defensive backs to defend this 3rd down play.
Yeah, they're going dime. And he connects with Ebron. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
When the defensive line controls the offensive front the way we just saw there, it doesn't allow any of the offensive linemen to leak downfield and get to the linebackers and block them on the 2nd level. You end up with the type of play we just saw. Linebackers didn't have to fight anyone off, didn't have to knock anyone to the side, didn't have to elude anyone trying to block them. They just saw the play, ran to the ball, and finished things off.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long fake the handoff. Now Flacco to pass. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
But, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a third down attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the lead is back down to 3 here at 16-13. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They start the drive with Martin. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Here's Stafford now on second down. Steps away to his left. And an alley to run. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And it's picked up by the Ravens.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
So the fumble recovery, now Flacco to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Second down, Flacco now. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
The final shot before the break, Stafford. He's going to look deep down the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. David Johnson, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. And that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. On 2nd and 10, Stafford. He's going to take another shot here. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off by Ryan Shazier. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. And it's second down. Flacco to throw again on 2nd down. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's caught inside the 20. A gain of 39 that time.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Flacco looks to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Design run for their wideout. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Under. Set, ready. 3rd and just 1. It's Flacco. This will be caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Eric Ebron, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Now McManus for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Bills offense comes out ready to take over. They try to fire up the running game with Martin. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
That was a good, strong run there. While it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
And the wideout in motion.
21. Tag 50. Big 20, big 20.
To throw on second down is Stafford. And it's brought in by Eric Decker. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
One man on the backfield, that's Martin. To throw is Stafford. Drops it off to Martin. And he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice, safe throw and a good one.
Complete. This is Lewis. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold. After 2015, when they only picked off 6 passes on defense, that's the lowest total in the NFL. You and I both know that they spent the entire offseason talking about getting interceptions, getting their hands on the ball, and taking it away from the other team. They'll take that pass breakup there, but you know darn well that all they're going to say is, if you get your hand on it, turn it into an interception. We've got to increase those numbers.
And able to find Decker. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And quickly, they get to the line. From the red zone now, Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. On second down, here's Stafford. And this is caught at the 8. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll run it. Here's Martin. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. First and goal from the 5. They'll run. Martin. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
While there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Here's Stafford now on second down. Dancing to his left. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Terrell Pryor from 4 yards out. And the Bills draw a bit closer. Got outside of the tackle box, and sometimes that can be a recipe for disaster, but here it was not.
It's frustrating for guys on defense, too, because he got out to the left and then still delivered on the move with accuracy.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. The rookie Deion Jones picked it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And here's Sean Sweezum after the touchdown to kick this one off. This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
3rd down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. Going for the deep ball. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And now out come the Bills. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Ryan Shazier coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Caught right side. It's Lewis. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Back now in Baltimore. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. Now this offensive unit, they have to face a 3rd down and 12 now. The wide receiver moving to a new spot.
Stay 50, stay 50. Double right. Hey, 50.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. The rookie Deion Jones picked it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Deep drop. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Eric Ebron already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Now the Bills' offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And down he'll go at the 25. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard. And the offense moving quickly to the line. To throw on second down is Stafford. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Flushed out right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. And Stafford's in some pain, apparently. Yet to arise following the play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go. 38.
Here's the backup, Jacoby Brissett. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Here's Brissett. Now this is brought in by Pryor. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Shift together here from the D-line. They go play action here on first down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
Here we go.
Off the play fake. Here's Brissett. He's got time in the pocket. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket. He throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
18 yards there and a first down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack. After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Let's go.
We're set from the gun on 3rd. That is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Adam Thielen, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. And this is back to a 5-point game. And here's Sean Sweezum after the touchdown to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness. If you give him any type of blocking, always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
So they took
a little bit as they dialed up the deep shot, but they weren't on the same page on that play. Heck, I don't think they were in the same book. I think he thought he was going to do something else, ends up throwing it over the sidelines. Well incomplete.
second down now after the incompletion. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Good, solid, strong run that not only gets him a nice chunk of yardage, but takes the clock under 4 minutes. And now they're going to play situational football. How many timeouts does the opposition have left? How many runs do they need to call to make sure they bleed out those timeouts? But even more importantly, mentally right now, they hold the advantage. They probably have them at the verge of breaking. And what they want to do is finish them off.
And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. It's a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And they're able to get this one down to the 25.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
And down inside the 15 he goes. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. And a long way to go for the offense here on second down. Now Johnson. And he'll take this one. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they'll be in search of 11 yards here on third down. Flacco to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The tight end Luke Wilson was the target. Now fourth down. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. and he missed it. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So points so crucial in a tight game like this, but this kick off the goalpost, and that'll keep the score right where it is.
Yeah, it wouldn't have made this a two-score game, but any cushion this late definitely would have helped. Now they need to ask their defense for another stop, and that's going to require some work.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They begin the drive with Ryan Matthews. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll look to throw. Drops it off to Martin. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. And that's complete to Lewis. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Back to throw. Flush to his right. And some room to roam now. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And the slot man goes in motion left. He'll look to throw. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete.
I know for us it's fun, and it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league and we're going to training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though, wasn't able to complete it anyway.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And complete to Lewis over the middle. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And now a first down following that long gain. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Back to throw. He's got time. Now a desperation. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. A big play here for Buffalo. 41 yards. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Now Brissett. Being chased out left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. There's a 20th carry for Johnson. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. And he takes it back to the house. All zeros on the clock. What an ending to this. What a defensive touchdown.
And that's how you play defense, folks.
And that is a tough pill to swallow. All they had to do, Charles, keep the ball, work this clock.
The only way for the defense to win was to force the fumble. And they did. Took it the other way for a score. And now, if you're the offensive team, it will take a miracle, perhaps, to win this ball game.
And they'll get set here looking for the two-point conversion.
Let's go. What? None. Back round.
They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. But a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got.
Well, I think it's easy to figure out why they went for two there, right? You want to make sure you're guarding against a field goal beating you.
Yeah, but with this little time on the clock, they just need to worry about protecting on the kickoff.
That's the big one. And with the kickoff coming up, I wouldn't squib it. I would kick it deep, but not so deep that the return guy can get it. I want to make someone else handle the football. Yeah, put some height on it and take some time down.
Well, Charles, we saw a darn good one. The touchdown on the final play to win it. They went for two and didn't get it after that, but that doesn't matter. The focus on that touchdown to win the game, what an ending.
Tremendous ending, and I think that maybe they were just so excited. Let's go ahead and get two to put on top of it, or I keep coming back to maybe the kicker's hurt. There's so many different explanations. Or maybe they just got carried away and said, what the heck, let's go ahead.
They were just excited.
Give the guys on the defensive side some credit, though. They didn't hang their heads. They ended up knocking away that two-point play and finishing things off.
So for Buffalo, a win's a win as they eke out the two-point victory to take the season opener. And they will head home next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.